Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to do a quick mic test and make sure that the mic's working, and then we'll get started. I think the mic's on. Sounds like it. Just give me a second, guys. There we go. The mic is on. We are ready to go. What is happening, guys? It is DanielLads1989. Firstly, my apologies. I know I haven't covered much at all in the last month or so. One, I've been very busy. Two, I've been on holiday, as you can tell, a bit over a tan. But yeah, I've kind of been waiting for Division to do something. So, TU15 is here. The question is, has it been worth waiting for? So, I'm just going to bring you my first impressions. So, I went on yesterday and I had the starting cutscene, and you had to go to Kelso, which is just down here. So, Agent Kelso is just down here, and she has a quick chat with you, and then you press the laptop and you get a quick cutscene, and basically it ends where we killed Agent Fei Lau. So there's no coming back from Fei Lau being dead. She's clearly dead, which a lot of people were speculating that she could have come back and all this. She's dead. So I think it was it Paul Rhodes? Paul Rhodes, Ray in the house. How you doing, brother? Good morning. How are you? Yeah, there was like a little cutscene. I think it was Paul Rhodes said, bring her body back, otherwise you can't continue being an agent, or some crap like that. And then she left a voicemail on the laptop to state that she wasn't really the bad guy, and she's a sister to Kelso. And to be honest, it was a little bit corny, a little bit cheesy. They could have scripted it a little bit better, but they'd give us something to go off, so we can't be too critical of what they've given us to go off. So it has now concluded that we have a new season and a new target. So obviously I've been flicking through, getting an idea of what we're looking at, because the question I ask is this update going to bring people back? Myself personally, I never wanted to take a break from Division, but everybody that I game with or have even, raided with or anything, kind of took a break because we're all in the same boat. We're a little bit bored. We're waiting for something new. So they've obviously brought in this new manhunt, which it looks a little bit small compared to the other manhunts that we've previously done, Termite and a few of the others, and they were quite long. The list was, as you guys know, I've covered them. I've done a full live stream and completed all of them. But this one's just 3 checkpoints, 1 bounty, and then 1 propaganda broadcast. It's like, is that it? Is that all I have to do? Because I'm so used to like a full list down that side. To me, that's like a 5-minute job. But, they've tried to, either shorten it down to make it easier for people or whatever it is. But we have a new target. Captain Lewis is obviously our new target. I have no idea how he strings in with Fei Lau. I know it's what's it called? The hidden, I forgot what it's called now. The hidden alliance, is it? I got a patch for it. The Hidden Alliance. So, not 100% that they've gone in the right direction with it, but I'm not gonna put it down before we get started. So the major thing is, what do we get? What's the new gear? What's the new guns? So it looks like they've added 2 new gear brands, which is this one right here. They've added a new gear brand. I don't know any of the talents or anything yet. I haven't seen any of the gear. Like I said, I only flicked on yesterday very briefly. There's a new machine gun, which I have seen somebody post on a Facebook group saying that they're in love with this gun or something, so I'm eager to be testing that out. So obviously, I'll get to the first 10 levels very quickly when we conclude on. And then there's a second gear brand here, the Heartbreaker gear brand, which looks like a skill gear brand to me. I could be wrong, but it looks like a skill gear brand. I'm not entirely sure. Looks like there's a couple of new guns that they've added in, some new gear. I know there's a bit of new clothing. I think it was back at the start. New the Heartbreaker outfit, new outfit there. So there's bits for us to do. I'm not going to say that this is going to bring everybody back. There's a new exotic there. That's an exotic for the marksman rifle, but as you guys know, I don't use marksman rifles. That's not my play style. I can't do it. I will test it just for your benefit, obviously, if you guys want to know what it's like, I will test it. There's a light machine gun here, exotic, blue screen. Looks a nice, tidy thing. We'll certainly give it a go. I have a class to do light machine guns with anyway. Then there's an exotic mask at level 90, which I'm eager to find out what that does. As I've always said to anybody who asks, the Coyote mask, in my opinion, is probably hands down the best exotic mask, or one of the best exotic pieces on the game. Apart from the BTSU gloves, the Coyote mask is probably one of the best ones to use, so I'll be quite intrigued to see if it can match up with that. And I do like that mask. That is quite a nice mask, but my character's the way he is, kind of don't want to change him, so but I will try it on and give it a test. So that's where we are for the season. That's where we are for the manhunt. The question is, what new have they brought in? So just bear with me 1 second, guys, and catch up with the chat. I'm good, thanks, dude. Looking forward to getting back into Division over the weekend. Glad to see you back at back at it now, mate. Back at it. Like I said, I've kind of taken my break now, so I want to get back with it and, you know, do my thing a little bit. You know, work out what's what. Maybe put a few builds together with these new classes. See what we can figure out. See if they're going to be better than the gear we've already got. Because that's the question. If they've brought new gear in, is it better than what we've already got? Because if it isn't, then it's pointless to use. Do you know what I mean? Is it going to replace, I don't know, say the hardwired gear set? Is it going to replace, you know, your standard your standard damage build with your 3 Providence defense? Is it going to replace anything of those? I don't know just yet. That's what we're going to answer in this live stream, so do bear with. Awareness in the house. How you doing, my brother? Always welcome in my stream. If you guys don't know who McWayness is, go over to McWayness' channel. He's a featured channel on my channel. Drop him a sub and drop him a thumbs up. He's a brother from another mother. Awesome geezer. Kingslayer, welcome. What's that do? Like I said, I'm just kind of testing it at the minute. I'm reading everything, going through everything. I'm hoping. I'm not 100% safe. We'll see. What's that? Good things. Don in the house as well. Good morning, Don. It must be early there, brother. You must be up early. You need a stiff coffee, my man. I'm going to join you here. I've got my coffee right here, Don. The boss. But yeah, welcome, Don. Good to see you in the house as always, my friend. How's the family, everything? Everyone good? Right. So we've concluded this season and the manhunt. We know what to expect. My question is, what have they actually added? Now, obviously, I had a quick glance yesterday of what they've added, so I was looking around thinking, you know, what have they added? Have they added anything new? It's over here in the right-hand corner. So this is Camp Down. So if you open the Camp Down menu, it brings up this. So it's something to do with a power plant. Now, I didn't go into it because when you press either create or matchmake, I pressed create just because I like to kind of, even if I just go in there just to be killed and see what it's about, I'm not particularly bothered. But as you can see, it says you need, or you can have up to 8 players. So me going in there on my own, I'm not going to last 2 minutes. It's like trying to do a raid on your own. You're not going to do a raid on your own. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that I will get the guys on in the next couple of days. We'll get 8 people together, and I will bring that stream to you, even if it's just, you know, I don't do any commentary and I don't do anything on it. You just watch the gameplay of it. I will do it. I haven't seen any gameplay of it myself, but who knows? It could be, you know, it could be decent. But for me, as first impressions as this is, we've waited. How long do you guys reckon we've waited? What's that, dude? Like a mini raid. Having a look and see what. Yeah, it looks to me like a mini raid. Like there'll be little tasks to complete and stuff. But how long do you guys reckon we've waited for this update? Months? Has it been months? It's been months. Must have been. So in that, for me. They've added 2 new gear sets by the looks of it. I think I can actually. I did this yesterday. I pressed it. It says the select targeted loot. So if you look down the bottom here, guys, you'll see everything. I flicked through it yesterday to go through and see what was new. So obviously Golden Gear, Gilligard, Richter and Kaiser, blah 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 blah. There's nothing new here. Obviously Seska, China Light, all that good stuff. And then you've got obviously your blues, or your greens if you prefer your greens. And then you've got your two at the bottom, which look like your new ones. So 2 new gear brands that they brought in, 1 new game mode, and 1 new season. Let's have a look. I'd say we've been waiting about 2 years for it. Yeah, well, I say months because it feels like I haven't played it properly for months, even though we were raiding constantly after, you know, the last updates and stuff. But for me, as we said, first impressions, a new Manhunt, which granted, you know, there's new clothing items, there's new guns, you know, is it enough? I'm not 100% convinced. If Countdown is good and it is replayable, as the raids are, you guys know that I enjoy raiding full stop. I would just raid hands down every single time. I'd just come on and just Dark Hours and Iron Horse, I'd just do raids constantly, but getting 8 players on for the past few months has been very, very difficult. I'm just not 100% convinced. Is it enough? My personal opinion, it's not enough. I don't think it is. To have a new Manhunt, which, let's just have a look what's in the actual season. So, you've got one here, and then we've got a league. Looks like we've got some sort of event for the camp down there, which that could possibly be you know, something different, but we've not had before. The Switch, we've had that before. Nobody, well, I'm not a big fan of that one, to be honest, the GE. Then obviously Sergeant Daniels, Daniels has her own league. And again, Guardians, we've done all this before. Lieutenant Cheng, and then it looks like there's a new new appeal event coming soon, maybe some new clothing, but yay, waited all that time for some new clothing, not convinced. Again, another GE that we've done. Hollywood want another GE. The Golden Bullet, yes, my opinion, Golden Bullet should just be an option to turn it on if you want it, because the Golden Bullet, in my opinion, is the best GE event of all of them. And then the reanimated one, yeah, it's alright if you like popping headshots, but gets old fast. I'm not 100% convinced it's enough to bring people back. I think it will bring people back for a length of time, and then I think people will fall straight back into that category of, yeah, I'm bored again. That's my personal opinion. What are you saying, right? I would like done Manning on Legendary. Yeah, see, that options, do you know what I mean? For me, I wanted to see some new skills. One of the skills which somebody said to me, I can't remember who it was. Who was it who said it to me? Somebody said it to me anyway. One of the guys that we play with, and he said to me, he said, you know, he said the one thing that I want is those seeker bombs with the riot form. So if you've ever done the Iron Horse raid, one of the bosses, God, what's his name now? Williams. When you go against Williams, he has riot form seeker balls. And one of the skills which he said to me, he said, Dan, you know, I'd really like to see the riot form seeker balls come in. And I fully agree with him. I think it's one of the best ideas I've heard. Why not bring in 1 or 2 new skills, something that's not going to break the game, but seeker ball, riot form seeker balls would have been a great skill to put in. A new turret, you know, to put in. I know obviously a lot of people hated it from Division 1, but maybe a shock turret, you know, just something to change the play style of the game, or I just don't think it's enough for me. But what's that, Don? You're going off, Don. Thank you for joining, Don. Appreciate you, mate. Good night, mate. Take care. He's saying good night to him, and it's first thing in the morning for us. Funny that. Can't use different classes. What's that? Rare can't use different classes altogether. CJ, welcome. I'm alright, I'm good, thank you very much. I'm just dissecting and analysing what they've brought to us, and I can't help but think it's just not enough. To say that the length of time that we've all waited and how long we've sort of been sat here twiddling our thumbs with something to do, to bring a new season, which, yep, it'll last, but if you look into the season and you see how much of it we've already done, let's just flick through here. So that's new, that's going to be new, that's going to be new. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of the whole season we've already done, and people are not going to want to do again because we've done it so many times now that you're just not going to want to do those GE events again. Golden Bullet, yes, I will always do Golden Bullet just because it's genuinely good fun. The reanimated, yeah, to a point, but to bring one new game mode, a new season, which has the Manhunt, and 2 new gear sets, with a couple of new guns, granted, a couple of new clothing items, is it enough? That's the question I ask. I'm just not convinced that it's going to be what people think it's going to be. I am going to get into it now and stop talking. I'm going to go and do these this first Manhunt and get into it, and I'm going to try it, I'm going to bear with it, I'm going to stick with it, you know, I'm going to give it 100%. Just off the first impressions, I'm not convinced. I'm sure they will sort out where you can use skill trees from different classes. Well, I hope so, mate. I hope so. Just for me, is it enough? That's what I ask. Is it enough? Right. Instead of talking about it, let's go and do it. Constitutional Hall. Let's go and do the first 3. Let's go and do the first 3 checkpoints. Checkpoints. Safe house. Let's fast travel to there. I will stick my checkpoint wiping build on, and we'll get some action going for you. I just wanted to kind of analyse it all, take it all in, take a good look at it, and ask myself that question: is it enough? I could be wrong. The 2 new gear brands could obviously play a big part if we can, you know, put them into other builds, throw a few exotics in, see what they're all about when I start leveling up a little bit. I could have my mind swayed, but just off first impressions, looking at what they've brought in, like I said, I can't do Kemp down because it looks like it's an 8-player thing. So just to jump in there, just to die and try and even find out a little bit of what's going on would just be a waste of your time and my time. So it's pointless, in my opinion, to do that. Don't seem enough for me, but we'll see. Yeah, Wayne, I'm not 100% convinced, mate. I'm really not. Oh, what have I done? I've knocked my stream off. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I've knocked my stream off. There we go. I'm back. I hope it's enough. Otherwise, it's gonna push more people away. It certainly is, Ray. Yeah, I genuinely feel that the next 2 weeks is critical for this game. If it doesn't bring people back in the next 2 weeks, there's no hope for this game. No hope. People will just move on and forget about it because it'll be pointless to play. There'll just be no motive to play it if what they're bringing after so long has not satisfied people. Then, you know, there's no hope. But like I said, I'm gonna try and bring as much as I can to you. I'm going to bring the new gear brands to you. I'm going to put together just a quick build just to give one a test, see what it's all about, and we'll see how it goes. I'm eager to give Kemp Down a go just to see what they've done with that, but obviously I'll need all of you guys online with me to test that out. But for now, we'll concentrate on the manhunt, see where the manhunt goes, and just kind of analyse it as we go along. I'm eager to test out the new guns to see if the new guns are going to match with the guns we've already got, because as you guys know, I have tested every single gun I possibly can with every different build, all different assault rifles, LMGs, SMGs. I've tested everything. My builds are what I like to call solid. Do you know what I mean? You guys know that if I put a build out, I'm putting it out because you need to know about it because it works. Just the same as this build I'm using right here. My skill build is undeniably just a shredding machine. I just sit back, I let my turret do all the work, I chuck the seeker balls in, they clear everybody out, and I just pick off the ones just trying to run away like these guys here. Easy pickings, look. My turret will just shred them before they know what's what. And if anybody gets close, pull out a shotgun. Like I said, for me, Division stopped being a challenge a long time ago. I know for some people that are new to the game, excuse me, some people that are, you know, they don't get time to play it as often as the rest of us do. You know, it's still very exciting for you guys and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I wish I could go back to not knowing everything about it and not knowing how to take them down and, you know, not knowing all the secrets and everything. It would be so much more enjoyable to play, but because I've been a Division player since day one, Division 1, you can't help but pick up the knowledge along the way. It just comes with playing the game, you guys know that. Did you see the cutscene with Kelso? I did see the cutscene with Kelso. I said that at the start when I think they could have wrote it a little bit better. I was a little bit like, alright, this is a bit cheesy. So basically the cutscene was found your bullet there with look at that. Again, sorry I won't use it. Triple God rolled Vector there, guys. Anybody want that? No. Anybody want that? No. What was I saying? Yeah, the cutscene. Yeah, the cutscene was just like, oh, you know, Agent Failow is not as bad as she seems, she's not this, she's not that, bring her body home, Agent Kelso was looking a bit suspicious. I was never a big fan of the storyline of Division anyway. I just love the gameplay and love what the game's about. The storyline for me was always very sketchy anyway. Never really made sense in my eyes, and it still doesn't really make sense now, but you know, we don't play Division for its storyline, we play Division for the love of the game, and so I'm about to die. Oh. Where's Checkpoint Charlie? Here he is. Come on, Checkpoint Charlie. The legend himself is back. The legend himself is here. No. Not very nice, punching me in the face. They'll come from behind me now, aren't they? Down the tunnel. Pick up the turret. They're coming from down the tunnel, they certainly are. A weird angle. Sorry, Mr. Medic. Hold up.
Hostile
On the
broadcast
side.
picked up.
Welcome guys, if you just joined the stream, welcome. I am just dissecting and taking in the new content. Not 100% convinced just yet, but I'm certainly going to give it every chance to sway my mind. I've been a Division player since day one, Division 1, and you know, we've all taken our breaks if necessary, and we've all been waiting for this update. Is it going to be what we want it to be? My mind is not convinced just yet, but I'm giving it every chance. I'm going to do everything necessary and test all the gear for you guys and bring a build to you with the 2 new gear brands that they've added, and see what I can do with them, whether I throw BTSUs with them or Coyote Mask or maybe the new 11.2 critical damage though. Whether I throw some of the new exotics in there, I'm not sure just yet on what I'm going to do. So do bear with, and I will bring you, as always, as I have done, the most honest and best advice as possible. That's all I've ever tried to do on this channel, just bring you guys what works. And if you've seen any of my content or any of my videos, build videos, anything like that, you'll know my stuff works. I don't do... Oh, there we go. There's one of the gear brands. Is that the new one? That is one of the new ones. Right, let's have a quick look. Okay, so it's yellow gear brand. That it's not blue. So they brought one high-end gear brand and then one blue gear brand. So this is total armor, armor on kill, and hazard protection.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
I'm just going to be honest, is that something that we haven't already got? Rogue agents, hello. Rogue agents. Where are you boys? I don't know where they are, where have they gone? Are they back here?
Agent requesting backup.
Ah, yeah, they are back here. Where are they? Where are you? You over here? No? Might have to change my, I think they're over there, but when I walk away, it doesn't, it doesn't do it. They disappear then. Is it here? That is it. I don't know why the health goes away the further I come away, I don't know. Probably because I'm away from the checkpoint. Try and focus this one down, see if I can get him out in the open. Don't you dare fire that sticky at me. Yeah, it's done. Keep him behind the tree. I can hear footsteps near me. Where's the other one? Is he trying to creep round? Turret. I'm going to drop it at his feet. Oh no, I can't pick up the turret because it's in the middle of that. Little things, little things.
Rogue incinerator turret detected. Friendly combatants detected.
I have my Scorpio build on right now. I'd be down already. No sticky bomb. I wanted to get that on the thing of it. Still should get him. I wouldn't stand and trade with my turret. Not a bad idea. Where's the second one? Ow. I would presume that was him. Is it whatever that was, it hit me hard. No, that was a red bar. Grab me turret. Where is the second rogue agent? Is he over there? Where is he?
Friendly combatants nearby.
No idea. We got one of them, but the second one has disappeared. Is he down here somewhere? Check my secret, see if the secret can find me. Over here, maybe? Oh, hello. Yeah, he's right there. Found him, or her. You can throw grenades, I'll throw a grenade at you.
Rogue bombardier drone detected. Friendly combatants detected.
Yes. Where you going? Why are you running away? That's it, you come closer, that's fine with me. Closer you come, the better. Running away. Come on, stop running away. See, this is the difference for me between Division 1 and Division 2. Would you ever see a hunter on Division 1 running away? The hunters would have never run away. They'd have ran at you and axed you in the face, and you knew getting close to them was a bad idea. Rogue agents.
Supply room access.
The word cat springs to mind. If you know what I mean. They're fully rolled. That's a good point. Foundry bulwark chest plate. When did they start dropping in the open world? I thought the chest plate and the backpack only dropped in the raid. Maybe that must be new.
Friendly combatants nearby.
That must be new. They might have added the gear in now. Well, there you go, guys. So if you haven't, if you still haven't completed your Regulus task, you can get the bits and bobs you need in the open world now. Clearly. Right. That was one checkpoint done. It's quite an eventful checkpoint, that, actually. It took a while to do that. Let's head towards the next one. Welcome if you just joined the stream, guys. Welcome, welcome. I currently have one of the pieces, or one of the new pieces, whatever it is. I don't want that. In fact, I might have deconstructed it. As I was asking myself a second ago, is it something we already have? Was it a mask I picked up? It was a mask. So the filter, the new filter gear brand, should we call it? Do you do the propaganda? Well, cancel. Yeah, I'll do that as we go along. Ray, I'm going to do it in sequence as I always do it. But this new gear brand, right? Ask yourself a question. 5% total armor, which, as you guys know, with my favourite, well, one of the best gear pieces that I use, the Nightwatcher's mask, already has 5% total armor, and as you guys know, with the 100% scanner pulse haste, would I use that mask over that mask? Probably not. 5% total armor, 5% total armor. You're getting the same thing, but with the Nightwatchers, you're getting an extra 100% skill haste. Whether there's a named one of this one, I don't know. I've yet to find that out. Yeah, I'm just thinking that way. So 5% total armor on the new filter gear brand, 10% armor on kill, and 10% hazard protection. Is that something that we already have? Yes, in my opinion. Where's one of my pieces for my my hazard protection build? There's my Help Summit chest plate, which doesn't really relate. Where's my golem piece? That's what I'm looking for. Where's my golem gear? Oh, 511. 511. 10% hazard protection. Same sort of thing to me. I'm just trying to think what I can compare it to, but oh, there's one of the Gilligard pieces. Where's the Gilligard? Gilligard, same thing. Total armor, health, armor regen, and then this new gear brand, the filter gear brand as we'll call it, just to make it easy. 5% total armor, 10% armor on kill, and hazard protection. But Seska has hazard protection on a 2-piece. That's on a 3-piece. Yeah, do you run DZ? I don't, unfortunately, Spartan. I used to be a DZ player on Division 1 as Division 2. It's just, it's not my play style anymore, to be honest. The way the DZs run at the minute, I go in there, I get one-shotted by everybody, so I just don't bother. Yeah, I used to run back in Division 1, but not on Division 2, unfortunately. Sorry, Matt. That's the morning coffee done, guys. But yeah, my first glimpses of the filter gear brand, I'm not impressed. It looks like it's an all blue gear brand as well, which you guys know I'm not fond of blues unless it's all red or all yellow. I'm not usually interested, but I'll keep it in my inventory for now, because I will test it for you, and I'll find a build for it. Trying to think of a build for it. Total armor, armor on kill, and hazard protection. Looks like farming the summit for new gear. Well, again, mate, you can only do so much of the summit before you start going. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but as soon as I've done 15, 20 floors, I'm like, and my head starts going, and I'm like, it just doesn't, it doesn't keep my attention. Summit, it's just the same thing, but mirrored. What's this doing? Everybody was DZ in Division 1, that's where the best with loot. I wish Division 2 had the same with the DZ. People, I fully agree with you, Spartan. 100% agree with you. I was such a... I lived in the DZ in Division 1. You know, if you look back at any of my content from Division 1, you'll see one of the builds I made on Division 1, I got 5,000 views on, which for my channel at the time was amazing. It's my most highest viewed video, and I was a full PvP player. But Division 2 for me just doesn't have that. It doesn't have the same edge to it. You know, there's no survivability. You know, if you get focused, that's it. It's game over. There's nothing that can help you. You know, and it's all about bonus armor and about your movement and stuff. Whereas on Division 1, you had so many different play styles, and you could have different builds and stuff, and you can adapt to certain things. Whereas I find in Division 2, it's just whoever focus fires who. It's all about, oh, I'm going to die here. I knew that was coming. There's someone behind me. It's just all about who focus fires who, really, especially in a 4v4. If you get a 4v4 and 3 people focus 1, you got no chance. So I wish it was Division 1 Spartan, but unfortunately it's not. Vince, welcome, dude. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's fun, but yeah, Division 1 better. Yeah, 100%. Division 1 was the PvP game. Division 2 is the PvE game. If you want to put it in black and white, that's how it is. There's just there's no fun for me in the Dark Zone in Division 2. Division 1 was just genuinely good fun. No day was the same. I'm sure you know as well as I know. Every day was different. Sometimes you could go in there and you'd come across a good team and you'd be chasing that team for a couple of hours, trying to get them because they was just genuinely a good team. And then you go in there and then you and your team would dominate the whole server and then you'd have everyone chasing you. No day was the same on Division 1. Whereas I find on Division 2 that it is just the same. You go in there and it's the same case every time. If you get focus fired, you're dead. You got bonus armor, you'll survive a bit longer. If your movement's well, you'll survive a bit longer. But in the end, it's always the same outcome. You'll just get focused down and that's it. There's no helping you. So, yeah, unfortunately, Division 1 was the PvP game. Division 2 is the PvE game. As sad as that is. Yeah, fully agree. That's just my opinion. I can't sugarcoat it any more than that. Division 1 I was a full PvP player. Division 2 I'm a full PvE player. And you can tell that from my content. I've tried to do PvP builds for Division 2 and every time I've done one, they've either had no interest or someone just says, "Oh, you're not running the right thing," and I'm just like, "Oh, clueless." Anyway, let's get this checkpoint done, and then we can move on with the manhunt. What do you guys think of the new update? Anyway, tell me separately what you guys think. Have you got along with it so far? My first impressions. I'm not convinced it's going to be the saviour that everybody thinks it's going to be and drag everybody back to Division. I think it's going to get old very, very quickly. They've only added one new game mode, which is the Campdown, which I am eager to try. I am very eager to try Campdown and see what it's all about and see if it's going to be repeatable. That's the main thing. Is it going to be something that we can do over and over and not get bored? That's the question. Have you tested the new gear brands, guys? Have you tested the new guns? Give me your opinion, let me know, because I haven't, apart from the filter gear brand which we just looked at, I haven't seen the other gear brands or any of the other guns just yet. Nothing's dropped for me as we've been doing this just yet. You should try matchmaking with Campdown. I might do that at the end, Ray. I might do that at the end, just before I once I've completed everything. I might just matchmake one, just to get an idea of what we're looking at. So obviously when you guys are all online, we know partly what we're doing anyway. I might do that, Ray. I haven't read the patch notes. Yeah, hey, stay tuned because I'm gonna test everything. I'm very much a streamer for the people. Don't think this channel is like everybody else's where I just go, "Hey guys, hit that thumbs up, yeah, love you," all like that. I'm not about that, mate. I bring black and white information to you. If it works, I'll tell you it works. If it doesn't work and it's crap, I'll tell you it's crap. Anybody will tell you that on my channel there, Spartan. These guys are all in here for a reason because they know that I just bring the truth to you. I don't mess about, I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it how it is. And over the past few months, as you probably know as a Division player yourself, we've all been twiddling our thumbs with different games, trying to keep ourselves occupied for this update. And I've come back on to find out if this update is going to bring people back. And I will give you a genuine opinion of whether I think it will. At the moment, I don't think it'll see 2 weeks. We've waited a long, long time for this content. They've added a new season, which there's a couple of new bits in there, a couple of new clothing items, a couple of new guns, new exotics. I get it. Within 2 weeks of playing, if you're a Division player, you're going to have all that. You're going to have the exotics, you're going to have everything, and it's going to be done. You're going to have the clothing items and everything, yeah? Campdown. If Campdown is successful and it's repeatable, it could go on for more longer than that. But then what? Do you know what I mean? This is the question I'm asking myself now. Okay, so if Countdown lasts and it is repeatable to play, you know, brilliant. But if you look in the season and you see what's what in the season, I'll show you once I've done this checkpoint. I'll show you what I mean. Cause it's hard to talk about it if I can't show you what I mean. But in the season, they've added the Golden Bullet again, which yes, I'm all for. The Golden Bullet is probably the best GE event out of all of them. But they've added the Hollywood one again. They've added the reanimated one again. They've added 6 out of, I think, was it 12? 6 out of 12 in the new season of what we've already done. And is that going to keep people interested? It wouldn't keep me interested.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, I'll show you quick what the next ones are coming. So if you look here in the season, so these are the new ones. So 1, 2, 3 new ones. Switch we've already done. This is a new one, obviously. The Manhunt, the League, that's new. Guardians we've already done. There is a new appeal event coming there, so that, yeah, new clothing, but it's only clothing. It's not going to change the game. Do you know what I mean? It's not a new gear brand or guns or anything. Hang on, I'm vibrating. Getting shot at. But yeah, out of all the ones that they've added in the season that are new, we've already played a lot of them. Do you know what I mean? We've already been there. We've already done it. And yes, it's like they brought a couple of new exotics. They brought a couple of new clothing items. They brought this camp down. After 2 weeks, and you've done it, are people just going to be right back to square one again? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Countdown will get boring quick, I reckon. Yeah, I can't disagree with you, Wayne. I can't. I haven't tried it myself yet, and I am going to give it a full go. But like I said, the question I ask myself is it replayable? And if I do it once, and then I say to myself, well, I've done it, what do I do now? Then there's a problem. If I say to myself, that was mint, I want to do it again, then they might be onto something. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see on that. What's that rate? I've done nothing on Division 2 until tomorrow. No problem, mate. You know I'm always here to help you out, Ray. Not a problem. That's the only thing left for me to do on Division is help other people, because I've done everything myself. I've got everything. There's no need for me to be greedy and sit here and claim all my gear when I don't need it. So just let me know, Ray, and I'll jump on with you and give you a hand, my friend. But yeah, I'll go over it once more when I've completed this checkpoint. It should nearly be done now. I'm just ending it. It's like it's the same as the builds that I use. You know, any of my builds on my channel, guys, I put it on there because I'm genuinely not even concentrating now. I'm talking more to you guys on the camera and not messing about with my pad. And my build is doing the job for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm just taking cover. My turret's doing the job for me. The builds that I use for certain situations, they work. And I put them out on my channel because they work. I don't bring content to you just to go, oh, I want the views and I want the likes and yeah, you know, make me a huge YouTuber and I'm not in it for that, guys. I'm in it for the truth. I'm in it because there isn't somebody out there that just brings black and white information to you. Somebody who says, that works, this doesn't work, that's crap, this is good. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I try to do on my channel, because I am just like you guys. I'm just an average guy, go to work, come home, play the game and just want to enjoy it and get the best out of it. Nothing more, nothing less. So, going off that, let's break it down one more time. So obviously when I first started on, we had the cutscene with Kelso, and the first thing that I wanted to go through was the season. I'll just wait for all this to do its thing. Level 4 already. I should have 1 or 2 more of these gear items now. I'm hoping to get this new green gear. What was it called? The Heartbreaker, were it, or something like that? Heartbeat, I don't know, something like that. The new gear brand, anyway. Let's have a see if I've got one of the new pieces. Foundry Bulwark, don't want that. Yeah, so the filter one, that's one of the new gear brands. And I just asked a simple question. Yeah? Total armor, armor on kill, and hazard protection. Have we already got that in a build? Yes. I've got that in two of my builds. I have a hazard protection build, which I'll show you. My hazard protection build is right here. This is what I use as my hazard protection build. I have 1 Gilligard, which gives me the 5% total armor. I have 2 Alp Summit, which I use this build for the control room and Iron Horse. So it's got all blues, but you'll see it's got yellows as well. So I have the Tactician specialization, which gives me 1 skill tier. I have the pistol, the TDI card custom, which gives me another skill tier, and then I have my 2 yellows, my mask, and my chest plate. So that's 4 yellows, and then I have 4 blues. So I've got armor and I've got healing, and it works 1,000 times better. I have 80% hazard protection on this, but I have more healing to give me back the armor that I lose. And I have never died with this in the control room, and that control room is damn hot. So, is that a gear brand which I would personally use? My opinion, that I don't want to say it's crap because that's being harsh, but it's not the best, is it? They could have chose 3 better ones. They could have done armor on kill first in the slot tier 1, because total armor is exactly the same as total armor on your Gilligard piece, 5% total armor. So it's the same as Gilligard. So they could have done armor on kill in the first slot, hazard protection in the second slot, but then again, hazard protection in the second slot, you've got Seska for that. Starting to make sense. What have we got here, guys? Matchmake, the active damage buffs, bro. I'll have to check that out, Peter, and find out what the. Not sure what you mean there, dude. Let me know what you mean. Explain yourself there. It's fun at the end, but it's hard. I subscribe to you, dude. I play DZ most of the time. Oh, thank you very much, Spartan. Much appreciated. Welcome to the family, dude. And what's that, GG? I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much for joining, Spartan. Really do appreciate you, mate. Thank you so much. Appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. And like I said, if I put something out, build video, live stream, anything, I'm doing it for your information. So make sure you don't miss out. And thank you for hitting that sub button, dude. Take care. What was that? Yeah, so the filter gear brand for me, I will test it for you guys when I get a better piece, because that's not a better piece. I will test it and see if I can make some sort of I'd probably say it would be better probably using the Regulus with it and using a shield build with it. Total armor on kill to get your kill back, hazard protection. To me, it screams out a shield build with your Regulus. That's what it screams out to me, but that's not my play style. I can't do that for you. There's another piece there. Not the best of pieces. I will make a build for it, even if I have to craft the pieces or actually go into the summit and farm the pieces, because what I'll probably do is I'll probably do armor, as you can see here, and then I'll do crit damage and crit chance at the bottom, and I'll do it with a Regulus and make a shield build out of it. And I will test it and bring it to you. It's just what other 3 pieces to put with it. I would definitely say I'd probably put Memento backpack with it for the adrenaline rush for the bonus armor. I'd probably do that. I'm still not convinced it's even worth using, to be honest. But we're not going to shoot it down. So, as I said, we'll go through. What's that, dude? I mixed it with the Zero Distant Walker. It's better result for DPS. Yeah, I'm trying to just figure out how I would use it. I would certainly put it with a Memento backpack. Not the Memento, the Matador backpack. So I think I've got one on me. I would put it with a Matador backpack like this one that I have here with the perfect adrenaline rush, and I'd probably do blues as the cause. It would be very similar to my to my True Patriot build. So as you can see here with my True Patriot build, I have 5 blues, and then I have 1 yellow, and then obviously I have the TDI custom, but I use the Tactician backpack, which gives me 2 skill tiers. I have 5 blues on that, but then I've got all reds. So as you can see the reds, yeah, I'll touch it quickly. As you can see, I'm armor, crit damage, and crit chance. Just try and get that under the camera for you. There we go. And this is the True Patriot build that I have. I use this for the Boomer Room. I use it for certain missions and stuff that I need more armor with. And then obviously I have a heal with it, and I have my shield with it. And even with the 2 skill tiers, and I can swap to my pistol, which gives me the 3 skill tiers, they're still quite useful. So I'd probably do it in that style of a build for the new filter gear brand. But I'll certainly make one, guys, and bring you a build video on it, because I'm not 100% that gear brand will be something that people will go, ooh, you must farm for that, it's very good gear. I'm not convinced. Yeah. Not 100% convinced. Right, let's go and get this last this last checkpoint done, and then we can move on and kill the first manhunt. Forgotten what name it was, but the first manhunt, we can move on and do that.
Civilians in danger.
My brain's doing that division thing. We're fiddling about with builds in my head. I mean, maybe you could use the BTSUs with it. Have a heal and pop your heal to give you that overcharge. I still think in my head how it would work, it will probably work better with a shield build with your Regulus. Not 100% convinced. I hope that the second gear brand, the blue gear brand, the Heartbreaker one I think it's called, I'm hoping that's going to be better. I will certainly delve into that and find out where's a good place to sit here. I'll sit on the back wall here.
Gonna kill you.
Calm down.
Spot for a turret.
Calm down, pal. It will all be over in a second.
Reinforcements en route.
Oh yeah, game over. Pat in the house. How you doing, Pat? It's pretty decent, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, if you're into the blue side of things, Peter, I'm not a blue player. I'll use blues if necessary, i.e. in the raid for like the Boomer Room and stuff like that. I tend to run Boomer, so I need more armor and stuff like that. I will run it if I have to, but I'm not a blue player. For armor build players, and you know, if you like those style of builds, it's probably a very good gear brand. It's just I'm a run and gunner, or I use my skill builds obviously for your checkpoints, just because you get wiped out so much easier. If I was to run around with a red build in here, I'd probably end up going down 2 or 3 times. So I just stick with my my skill build and let my turret do all the work, really. My lazy boy build, as I like to call it. But yeah, if you're into your blues, Peter, it's definitely a gear brand for you. Like I said, the one that springs to mind for me would be run those 3, maybe run 3 511, and then use the Regulus and use it as a shield build. I'll go with the Matador backpack to give you the adrenaline rush, so you can get up close and personal. So you've got loads of armour, loads of bonus armour, and then you can just hit the headshots with the Regulus, and that's how I would do it. Or even the Liberty, use the Liberty pistol with it. But I will certainly do a build video on the new gear brand and let you guys know how I would personally use it anyway. But I can understand if you are a blue player, you'll be excited about it. For me, as a run and gunner, hazard protection, armor on kill. Look, I'm running a skill build now, and I'm still trying to push. Do you know what I mean? I've got glass cannon on my chest plate, and I'm still trying to push. That's just the style of player that I've always been. So, but yeah, if you're a blue player, dude, go for it, 100%. Let me know what build you would put together as a blue player. Definitely. I never discard anybody's build, even if I'm not that style of player. I would never say, oh, that's a crap build, because every build and every talent, every gear brand has a use somewhere in this game. You know, i.e. if you use it in the raids or use it in bounties, it's always got a use somewhere. You know, there's no useless talent, in my opinion. It's just where and when you choose to use it that makes the difference. Come on. Stop messing about. Catch. Put that here on the ground. And we will work again.
Agent requesting backup.
Wanna play that game, do you? Come on. Lock on and fire! Didn't break it. That did. Alright, let's get upstairs to defend, shall we?
Hostile contacts.
Where are they coming from? Over there? He told me well. Not much cover up here, is there? Welcome guys, if you just joined the stream, welcome. Just dissecting and analysing the new update. If you have just joined and you already know about it, or you have any questions, go ahead and fire away. Do let me know. Any of your information will certainly be useful. Leave your opinions. Don't forget to drop that sub, guys, and that thumbs up. I do try and bring the most honest opinion I can to you, just bring you black and white information. I will tell you if it works or it doesn't work, and that is my job in this live stream today. I am bringing the information to you on first impressions. Is it worth coming back for? Is it replayable? All the questions that you have in your head, I have the same ones. Going off the first hour-ish I've been on, it still feels like the same old division. I've come across the first gear brand, the yellow gear brand. As a red player, as a runner gunner, I'm not overly impressed. As a blue player, you guys might be impressed. But yeah, not 100% convinced just yet. I do want to try Camp Down. I'm eager to try that. As I haven't obviously got people online to give it a go just yet, but I do want to try it. I'm going to go down here. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. There's just no cover up here. I need to get it. I don't know how he's hitting me like that from all the way over there. Come on, Checkpoint Charlie. Here he comes, the legend himself. Checkpoint Charlie. He's a legend. Legend in his own making, his checkpoint, Charlotte. These notifications here, hold on a second. There we go. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, on Countdown, I will certainly give it a try, Peter. I might do it towards the end of the stream, definitely, and find out what it's all about, and whether it's replayable or not. That's the question I ask myself: is Countdown replayable?
I've heard great things. Wish I could say the same, Dusk. Excuse me. I don't care if your watch is red. Your division. And now you're working with the Black Tusk. I can assure you, I'm a true son. Then why are you still wearing that garbage? The best way I can support the true sons is to take advantage of the existing infrastructure. I thought that was something we had in common. You're smart. So are you. And we are specialists in our field.
What's that, Wayne? I'll be
As
on
long
later.
as you are loyal to Ridgeway.
Yeah, definitely, Wayne. We'll check it out later. 100%.
I promise to keep you safe. You really are a true son. I am. Now, give me the tour. I've never been to a power plant before. Do I need to wear like a lead-lined suit or something? Only if you go near the reactor or your radiation meter goes into the red.
20 hunters all around the map. It's fun.
Supply room
See,
access
now that sounds more like what we've been waiting for,
Civilians in
a
distress.
real challenge. And if it is that, Peter, then it will definitely be worth replaying. I definitely want to give it a go. I'm going to wait till obviously later on this evening when all the guys are on, and sort of run it with them and find out what it's all about. 100%. But I will give it a go. So we can now switch away from my checkpoint clearing build. If you guys want,
to the target.
well, basically a simple build which you've watched me using. It's just a simple skill build, guys. I use the test subject as my main gun. I also have the lullaby as a second gun. If you don't know what it does, it instantly kills purples and reds. Just in case one sneaks up behind me, I switch to that melee attack. Bang, down they go. I have 3 pieces of Emperor's International, which gives me skill health, skill damage, and skill efficiency. If you don't know what skill efficiency does, it's basically skill damage, skill haste. It's just everything to do with skills, an extra 10% of everything. I have skill haste and skill damage rolled on everything. And then I use the, what's it called, the Force Multiplier backpack, which gives you the perfect combined arms as my backpack. And then I have a Wyvern chestplate with glass cannon, which gives my skills more damage. And then I use the waveform holster, and I use the turret and the seeker ball, and it's a really simple but effective build. As you saw, I just took out 3 or 4. Was it three checkpoints with no fuss really. I only went down once or twice, and that was just because I was trying to rush my opponent with glass cannon on. I have one of the new guns. Okay, let's have a little look at this. So the GR9. Okay, it's got 750 RPM, which is decent for an LMG. It's got strained on it at the minute, which is not the worst, but it's got a massive magazine on it. I can tell you that. What's that? Love skill builds. 100% there. I'm a big skill build fan, definitely. I've already been on and cleared the gear space to check for the vendor. Chest plate, new gear. Yeah, mate. Definitely, Wayne. Definitely. We are on PlayStation. Oh, you're on Xbox, Peter. Oh, that's gutting, that, mate. Mine's 60% hardwired. Decent for. Yeah, 100%, Peter. I use the hardwired build, which is this one here. I use that for the drones on Dark Hours. So me and Wayne really do the drones all the time, and it works so much better with the Wyvern chestplate with glass cannon. So if you use that hardwired build, use the BTSU gloves, and then the hardwired chest plate with the glass cannon, it hits so much harder. Believe me, with any of the skills that you use, it hits a lot harder. So do have a good look at that, dude. Screenshot it on your phone or whatever device that you're using. Have a good look at it and give it a try. 4 pieces hardwired, BTSU gloves, Wyvern chest plate with the glass cannon. It's very, very strong. Really easy build to use as well. But this one is my what I call my checkpoint clearing build, just because it's dead easy to use. I put my turret up, as you'll see with the turret. Where's the? I can't remember where the damage numbers are. Damage 125 is the number for it, but obviously that doesn't take into account all the added-on ones from like the waveform and the perfect combined arms, where I get most of it from, and obviously the perfectly in sync talent as well, which gives me a lot more damage for when I'm hitting the targets. So do give that build a try, 100%. But I can now swap to my more preferred method of playstyle. I think I'll go with my Hunter's Fury for this. And we'll go and crack on and do that bounty. It's still up, should be, yeah. We'll go and get this bounty done, guys. And then I think it's just, is it just a propaganda after that? It is just a propaganda. There should be one around this area anyway. Is there one on the way maybe? Ah, it's over there. So we'll do the bounty and then we'll go over there and do the propaganda. What's that, dude? I took a screenshot, bro. Thanks for. I used the mask and the sleep as hosting the mentor with Seska. Tech support. That's a nice way to run it, definitely, Peter. Nice way to run it. Like I said, I'm always intrigued to see how other people run their builds, to how they work to their playstyle. It's something that really does intrigue me. I've always said when people come to my stream and they say, "Oh, do you use this build and do you use that build?" I use the build that works for me, and I 100% agree with you. If that playstyle and that style of build works for you, and you can do it twice as easy, use that build. I'm a huge fan of people that much prefer to have the method of play style. Everybody that kind of goes with the meta build, I'm really not. Well, as the clan's called, this is no meta. That's what our clan's called, because we don't do, the typical, oh, this is the meta build and that's what we use. We don't use those type of builds. We go. I've always said when people join the raid and stuff, when they're new to us and they say, "Oh, what do I need and what do you want me to have?" I say, go with what you're comfortable with, because if you're more comfortable with the guns you use and the gear you use, you're going to play better. If I tell you to put something on that puts you out your comfort zone, then you're going to struggle anyway. So why would I take you out your comfort zone so you couldn't play like that? I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? It just makes no sense to me. What's that? In sync, all the guns, SMG. Yeah, in sync's hands down one of the best talents on the game. In sync, hands down, especially on an AK as well, definitely. No one likes it when you're doing it wrong. Is the game when that's just you, that mate. That's just you. Like, especially with them drones, you can't beat Wayne with them drones. He knows he has the right build on for it, and he can quite happily do it, but he'll just forget to do it because he's Wayne. That's just Wayne's method of playing. Yeah, much prefer this style of play now. As you can see, I'm much more comfortable as a run and gunner, even though I'm getting torn apart now. Thank God for Hunter's Fury, keeping me alive. All them shotgunners were just attacking me then, weren't they? Okay. That's nice of you guys. I used my my pulse on him and he still got me down. Red bar as well, of course he was. He was a red bar as well, so was he. 3 red bars. I've always said it, guys, the red bars are the most lethal. Doesn't matter what boss you come up against, you'll never come up against a better NPC than a red bar. Never. 110%. I use Eclipse with the drones and the laser jammer. Fire the goal, and that's nice. That's nice. But can't rank it up. Don't know how. Yeah, I've seen this this rank thing at the minute. I'm not sure whether it affects the gun or the damage that you put out or anything for the rank. I wouldn't have thought so, because if that was the case, then the more you play the game, the better you become. It seems unfair to certain players who can't get on enough. But yeah, I have something similar for my Eclipse protocol. I think, yeah, I use Vial Mask, 4 pieces Eclipse protocol, and a Hana U piece, and then I use it for Fire Build, Fire Turret, and the Fire Sticky. Very good build. Then red tap. That's just unfortunately the way that I play that, dude. That's just the way I am. I'm all about the reds. The harder you hit, the quicker they go down. Have I gone the wrong way here? I think I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Yes, I've gone the wrong way. I know where we are.
Backup request.
I need to go up here. Go to the optimize station, I think, to do that. I'm not sure, to be honest, when I'll have to... you know, Division, I kind of figure it out as I go along. I've done it again. I've still come up the wrong way, haven't I? Because they're below me now, and I can't get down, can I? Because this door's going to be shut here. Yeah, you've got to go up the other way, up the other elevator. Do you know what? This is one thing they need to fix. So I've gone up the wrong elevator. You do go up an elevator, but I've gone up the wrong elevator. So you've got to go all the way back down to go up the other elevator to take you up to the right bit. Now the other elevator is over here, I think. Pretty sure it's in here. Yeah, you can see how easy you can get confused there. You have to rank it up to 10 adds 1 all stuff on the guns, skill increases the level, soon be 50. Ah, see. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought it'll make a massive difference, but I suppose it gives us something to do, right? Gives us something to do, right?
Agent, that's the target.
So yeah, now I've gone the right way. That door is open now. And then we go up. And now we go through into this bit. Typical Division. There we go. Now we go into this room where we just were, and now they spawn. That's all. Wow, that turret hurts. Wow, that turret hurts.
Agent vital signs 0.
They've definitely buffed them turrets, because they never used to do that kind of damage.
You took out another one. Good job, Agent. Target down.
Ooh, I'm off that.
Castillo, we've been
Headshot damage,
having
of course it
rolling
would be.
blackouts. Everything stable with the grid?
So it's going to be a crit damage mod then, and go with my 11.8 or whatever it is.
Should I be looking for a fallout shelter?
Yeah,
Everything is
what's that?
stable with the reactor. The reactor and the grid are two separate things. Trust me, if the reactor
It
failed,
will go up
you'd
to
know.
100.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
well,
the
it might possibly do.
Your local power supply has nothing to do with our
So,
work here. If you're having rolling blackouts,
don't worry about it, Peter. That's what this channel's for, mate. We're all about the gossip, all about the chat. What's that, Wayne? I'm off starting work. I'll message you. No worries, Wayne. Take care, my friend. Have a good day at work, pal. Speak to you in a bit, mate. Yeah, don't feel like you're talking me ear off, Peter. I'm usually the one talking other people's ears off, so don't you worry about it at all, my friend. It's what this channel was all about from the start, really. Just about talking about the gear and just giving people advice and, you know, just helping people, because I don't think people understand sometimes when they say, "Oh, I don't enjoy the game and I can't play the game very well." And they don't understand if they'd have just read the gear properly. You've got like 3 or 4 pieces that are irrelevant to what build you're trying to use. You know, I've seen people walking around with an SMG and they're using Patriot defense, which is LMG gear, and they're wondering why they're not doing any damage. And I'm like, well, just read your gear and you'll understand where you're going wrong. You know. Where are you from? You sound like you're from close. From Sheffield. You're close enough, my friend. You're close enough. I'm sort of Manchester area, northern Manchester area. You're very, very close. I have a very broad accent. A lot of people say that to me. Right, let's go and get this propaganda done, and then we can take out our first manhunt. And then, where are we in the season? That's what I want to know. No, not that one. Where are we in the season? I think we're level 5, aren't we? But I want to know when am I going to get my first thingy piece. When does it go to the next blue piece? There we go. 11, and I get the next gear brand piece. I need to test that LMG as well. I might just do that for this.
Situation nearby.
This element. I'm just going to swap to my LMG build, guys, and give this new LMG build a go. Where is my? There it is. This is my LMG setup, and then I'm going to give this what was it called? The GR9 a go. It's not very well rolled, but I'm just going to give it a go in general and see what it's like. Yeah, I've had a few like that, bro. I think I'm better next. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Right. Okay, standard scope that you get with it. Don't need a colour for now. We don't need any extra rems, I can certainly tell you that. Stability is quite high, to be fair. Let's put crit damage on it. Let's put crit chance on it. That's to be stability. Okay. Right, well, let's see what it's got, shall we? What's that? It's called Pro. That's stability. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of stability as it is. Stability is nearly full. Reload time 3.9 seconds. Could do with the maybe the Ninja Bite knee pads with it, but it's got a big ammo capacity. So let's give it a go. Let's see what it's all about. Okay. Okay. It's not terrible. That's what I'm going to go with for now. It's not terrible.
Friendly control point detected.
Where's the console? I'm missing it. That's over there. Gone past it. Gone past it. Where are they coming from? Come on, boys, where are you coming from? I'm gonna put more stuff on. Miss a shot. It felt like that, Peter. Definitely, it felt like that when I used it. Then I'll tell you after a few more dabbles with it. Getting some decent numbers though. 317 crit. To say I haven't really looked at the build properly and gone through what I've got in crit chance and everything. I kind of just bunged it on the one that I normally use because I use the I use the new reliable on my LMG build. Love the new reliable. Such a good LMG. Where's he shooting it from then? See how it strips him. He's stripping me. You know, that's the only NPC that does that much damage. Them LMG guys do a stupid amount of damage. Let's see how it strips him. I mean, 329 crit is not bad for an LMG. Obviously, I'll probably get better numbers out of it if I fiddled with the build a little bit. But first impressions of the gun, decent fire rate on it, quite stable, easy to use. Could be an interesting gun. I mean, it hits. It certainly hits.
Manual override required.
I can't see a damn thing.
Doesn't feel like an LMG, gotta say. It feels more assault rifle based than it does LMG. It feels like the new reliable. It's one of the reasons why I use the new reliable, because it has that assault rifle feel to it when you're using it. Not a bad gun so far. I'll stick with it for now. Might have a quick look at the percentages that we've got on it. Have a look. Use the scope, right, it crits decent. I'm just feeling. Let's have a look. Ooh. I see your point. I have to go and put a better talent on the gun, because strained is a decent talent, but I suppose with the look at that triple god rolled Providence defense holster, but I don't need it, unfortunately. Might just leave it in there, just because it's triple god rolled. I drop this kind of gear all the time, and I just never have a use for it. There's that new gear brand again. Really doesn't tickle my my undercarriage, if you know what I mean. Doesn't float my boat, unfortunately. But I am quite liking this GR9. I might go and swap the talent. It's got 100k damage though, 750 RPM. Let's see if I can get a better one and give it another go. Not sure what to do with it, to be honest. I might just go and swap out that talent. I might put fast hands on it, so it reloads like that, especially with hitting those crits. Because as you can see, this is my LMG build. So I have the Vedmester chest plate, which is from the gunner class, which you have to unlock. So while I'm in cover, I get an extra 50% weapon handling. So obviously, with the accuracy and stability, is what you need with this. And obviously, I have the contractor's gloves, which gives you the damage to armor, weapon handling, LMG. I have an extra 5% with the Walker and Harris, I have Memento, and then I have the critical hit damage from the Grupo Sombra. So let's just have a look statistically where we're at. We're still at 60%, and we're at 153 as well. So that's probably why it's critting so high. What's that doing? Mine's 53 and 188. That's decent, that, dude. With 8%. Yeah, 300 straight. Nice. It's very, very nice. Like I said, just in the testing motion at the minute. But it's got potential. Okay, apparently I didn't do the propaganda. Was that not the right one? Was it this one? Must have been that one. I did the wrong one. But yeah, let's go back to first impressions. It's all new and intriguing at the minute, but if I ask myself, am I going to be this intrigued in 2 weeks? That's the question I ask. Is it going to last? It's intriguing for now because it's new and I'm just testing stuff, and I do enjoy testing gear and seeing what's what, but I'm not 100% just yet. I think with the new gear set and right rolls, LMG should be. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a fan, Peter, of LMGs. Anybody who runs with me will tell you that. I used to love the Pestilence. I used the Pestilence with the Negotiators, and you're a big fan of that build. Strip the dog down pretty quick. I'm a big fan of the LMGs, the new Reliable. I'm a big fan of. So I'm hoping that LMGs will make a comeback because I do enjoy a good LMG, and I'm not going to lie to you. 446 was that then? 446, correct? Don't duck down. Come on. This is the only problem using LMGs. Oh, I'm suppressed, Boring, get your head up. What was that? Sniper. Let's see. I've got no armor kits, of course I haven't. Ah, it's the boss. That's right. Let's get you off that perch. Yeah, I was buzzing yesterday, but not for the gear, for not for the gear, but for the new map, so gear change up. Yeah, absolutely. The gear brands are such a huge impact on the game itself. A gear brand can change the dynamic of the game, even though it's the same map and it's the same missions and stuff like that. The gear brands can change the feel of the game because it changes your play style, it makes you play differently, and if you are playing differently, it makes the game feel fresh and new, and that's something that I don't quite think Division has grasped the idea of, where Division 1 did grasp the idea of hybrid builds and mixing gear together, and it changed the dynamic of the game. And it's kind of like Division 2 hasn't quite taken that on board and thought, you know, the more we fiddle with these builds and the more we have, you know, the more we can compare them together with other ones and stuff like that, you can just make a completely versatile game where anybody can use any gear brand set and make it work. So, something that we definitely have to take on board.
Progress halted. Manual override required.
I am enjoying this GR9 though, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to lie to you, it's a fairly decent gun. I can see why somebody posted in that, somebody posted in a Facebook group this morning with the GR9 saying I'm in love with this gun. I can see the desire. I'm quite enjoying using it myself, especially obviously I run all my world on heroic, as you can see in the top corner. Everything I do, I run it on heroic, so we having some more, or... Oh, no, here they come. Come on. A bit closer.
Manual override required.
It's a hard-hitting gun, I'm not going to lie to you. Especially with the way that I run my Lmg build. Because I have the the Vedmester chest plate, which gives me that 50% weapon handling. With the stability it's already got, it's just adding to the accuracy, which is why I'm hitting every shot, really. If this gun is that good, I'm very intrigued to see the new LMG exotic. Because if the LMG exotic is anything to go off, I would imagine it's just an exotic version of what I'm using now. Or I presume that will be the case. The quickest strips. I can see the desire. Can certainly see the desire. Does that mean my manhunter's done now, or no? Manhunt not done? Have I done the wrong one again? I have, it's over there. The yellow thing on the map. Sorry guys, do ignore me. I'm running around doing the actual propaganda ones and it's pinpointing the one I need to do, I just didn't recognise that was the right one. My bad. Just have what we call a Daniel moment there. Bear with me. It happens every now and again. I just register what automatically I think I do in my head and then do it that way and don't think that the game will show me what I'm doing, yeah. Welcome guys, if you just joined the stream, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Getting back to it and seeing if the TU15 has the potential to bring us all back. At the minute, I'm not convinced. It could sway my mind. We'll see where we are in a week or two. Everybody's excited about it now because it's fresh and it's new. I am still not 100% convinced that in 2 weeks everybody's going to be playing the same game. Not convinced. But you never know. The only good thing I can say for now is if you like your LMGs, then get your hands on one of these, because I'm quite impressed with this gun, to be fair. The GR9. It's not even fully maxed out. I haven't got a talent on it that I like anyway. Strain is not a talent I usually use. But it's quite impressed me as this gun so far. I am quite impressed with it. Intrigued to see the exotic LMG. But all in good time. I'll just open these because they're doing me head in. All flashing at me. And I've also run out of coffee. Might have to go and grab a bottle of water in a second, guys. A collectible for the comms, where is it? Past it, where are you? Let me show you what this gun's all about. So, if you like your LMGs, check this out. Okay, I threw that, but nothing happened to it. I can't deny that it absolutely shreds. Obviously, as you can tell from the top corner, guys, I run all my map and world and everything missions on heroic. My rule is go hard or go home. So it stripped him pretty quick.
If the planet is meltdown, that would be the final nail on the coffin.
Yeah, don't forget to drop that like button, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am always putting out build videos, live streams, everything I can for you on this channel. And I've been a day one division player. I know what I'm talking about. I don't bring false information to you. I test everything, and I show you on stream and on videos that I test everything. And I will not tell you something will work if it doesn't. I will not lie to you. That's not what this channel is all about. This channel is about the truth. What works, what doesn't, what's good, what's crap. And is it worth your time and your money? That's the question, because I don't mind getting it, because Division is the core basis of my gaming world anyway. I've always been a Division player since day one, Division 1, so it doesn't bother me, but I don't want you guys to waste your money. If you don't think it's worth it, I will tell you whether it is or it isn't. But I am really enjoying using this LMG. So easy to use. I mean, the build that I have is helping it a long way, but the stability is already there with it. It's just the build that I'm using emphasises it, or buffs it even more, should I say. So once we've done this propaganda, guys, we can chase down the first manhunt, get it underway, find out where we're going to be next.
10 people per shift. 40 skilled prisoners trained and ready to operate the reactor in case anything happens to me. Each shift has a true son at the helm to keep them in line and train any future replacements, and each of them has 2 backups. We're set for the worst case scenario. And the best case. Best case. If we want to expand our operations, we have the opportunity to build a mobile team to take control over another reactor. The infrastructure, design, and basic mechanics are similar enough that my crew should be able to figure out how to keep the lights on. That's excellent news, Castillo. Thank you, sir. About that favor, you've more than earned it. Transpos on their way. You will have a squadron at your disposal. Good luck in D.C. I hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you, sir.
Friendly combatants detected.
Right. Bit of information there. Well. We've got to do DCD to get... I like that. Now that I like, that they've actually put the manhunts in the missions now. So that's switched it up. Instead of just being ab empty, and you just run on the open world and hunt them down, you actually have to... You actually have to do a mission now to go and hunt them down. That I like. I like how they've switched it up. That has surprised me. Do I have to toggle it to change it to the right one? It would be better to be toggled instead of just doing the straight mission. So I don't know why, but I'm gonna stick with this LMG. Keep testing it. It's impressed me so far. I might actually go back and just switch the talent on it, or max out the damage of it and just see its full potential. I might just do that quickly. Switch the talent, or do I just max out? Because the thing is, with it having such a massive magazine, Strain's not a bad talent to have on it. With a massive magazine. Let's just have a quick look. Again, 10% critical damage for every 0.5 you are firing, but we're already at, I'm already at 60%, so it's pointless. I could drop it down and take the chance off it. I might as well just put a completely new talent on it. Crafting gear, I got something new. Is that the mask? The yellow mask. It is. So, one last time, guys, I'll go through the new filter gear. Not impressed. We already have that type of gear in the game, and I can't see people genuinely farming as much as possible. They will do right now because people will be putting build videos out left, right, and centre. This works. This is the new thing. This is the. Do not be fooled. There is nothing about that gear brand that we don't already have. Gilligard, 5% armour. Filter, 5% armour. It's got 10% armour on kill. Use the mop as a second weapon, 10% armour on kill. Hazard protection. You get hazard protection from Seska. It's nothing new. Do not be fooled by people putting out build videos saying, oh, this new gear brand is like the best thing and doing it for views. Don't fall for it. Because I can tell you straight, there's nothing that build's not going to bring you that none of the other builds are going to bring you. So, that I'm not 100% convinced on. I will do a build video for you guys just to see what it's all about. But I'm not going to go, oh, it's groundbreaking and it's brand new. What's this they've added? Right, okay, bear with me, guys. Right, so they've basically changed the way that the recalibration station works now. Question is it easier to use? Well, let's just use an assault rifle for our own benefit. It wants me to donate. Oh, so it's basically like a new library. It wants me to donate. Unnecessary, if you ask me, but I need to get rid of those. Right, well, let's just change the talent on that LMG. I could max out the damage, but the talent's not doing anything for us, so yeah. Unhinged could be a good talent on it, to be fair, because it's already got a lot of stability and accuracy because of the way that I run the build. Unhinged, an extra 18% weapon damage could be quite useful. I'm going to give it a go actually, see how it affects the gun, see if it takes away, because we've already got. See, the stability, even with the unhinged, is still quite high, plus the accuracy as well. But because of the way that I run the build, and I've got the Vedmaster chest plate and the weapon handling, it shouldn't affect it too much. Look who's in the house. E, my main man. How's it going, E? Welcome, welcome. Miss you, brother, I'm not going to lie. This update is confusing. Yeah, I'm not 100% E. I'm giving it a go, mate, but I'm not 100% that it's going to bring the population back. If you break it down to what they have brought in, yeah, and we take a look at the facts, yeah, facts. They brought in Countdown. I haven't had a chance to do it yet because obviously you guys all are online. I'm going to wait till this evening till you guys are all online. I'm intrigued to find out Countdown. So that's a question mark for me at the minute. Yeah? They brought in the new Manhunt. Fair enough, new Manhunt's something to do. Yeah? They brought in the new season. So if you have a look at the new season, obviously we've got a new 100 levels to do, which is great. Everybody loves leveling up, something. Let's break it down and see what genuinely they've put in it. 2 new gear brand sets. Yeah? Just 2. One of them, I've already seen, the filter one, which is the first one here. It's nothing that we haven't already got in the game. We've already got armor, 5% total armor, 10% armor on kill from the mop, and hazard protection. It's something that we've already got in the game. It seems pointless to me. The second gear brand set, I haven't had a chance to have a look at it. I will be doing in the next couple of levels. I'm level 8 now, so obviously level 11, I'll get the piece, I'll analyse it, and I'll have a look at it. New assault rifle, get to have a look at. want to find out what's what with it. Again, the gear brand set will keep going. There's a new skin, there's a new outfit, I think. That is the named version of the gun I'm using now. Very intrigued to have a go of that, because the gun I'm using now, the GR9, I'm quite impressed with it, mate. I won't lie to you. I'm quite impressed with that LMG. It's pretty decent. Again, new assault rifle. You get an exotic cache there. Level. So you don't really get quite a lot for 50 levels. A new skin. Level 55, a new marksman rifle exotic. You know I'm not a big fan of exotics anyway. Not a huge fan. So another couple of colours and stuff. Another skin there. The blueprint for the GR9, so you can craft your own. Another couple of colours there. Another new skin there. Same again, another new skin. And then obviously 85, you get this exotic LMG, which I am quite intrigued to have a go of. 90, we get a new exotic mask. And then that's quite a nice colour, but again, it's just a skin. And then we get a mask at level 100, another skin. So through the season, a couple of skins, couple of new clothing items, 2 new gear brands, couple of new guns, and a mask. So facts is, call it 20 new items. 20 new items, a new manhunt, Kemp down, and if you look through the list here, Switch we've already done. Guardians we've already done. That could be interesting, the new appeal thing, so new clothing there, but again, it's just clothing, it's not something that's going to break the game. Another one we've already done, another G we've already done, Hollywood we've already done, Golden Bullet we've already done, blah, 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 we've already done it. So, my verdict of it is, yes, it's new and exciting and it's fresh now. In 2 weeks, is everybody going to be going, oh, yeah, I've done it? That's the question that I lie now. Is after 2 weeks has worn off, is everyone going to go, I'm bored now, back to square one? And that's the fear that I have. So let's have a quick look. You can buy a chest from brand from the clan vendor. Oh, I'll go and check that now. Thank you, mate. I will go and certainly check that. I haven't had a chance to check it yet, so I'll go and have a look. But this one right here, the filter gear brand, is it called? Is that what it is? I'm just not I'm not impressed by it whatsoever. It's not nothing that we've already got in the game. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not impressed with it. But yeah, I'll run down to the clan vendor now, as he says the other gear brand set is in the clan vendor. So let's go and have a scan, and that might be our saving grace. But the only thing that I'm positive about at the minute is that new LMG is very, very good. That's all I'm saying for now. I want to test it with that unhinged on it, definitely. Right, here we go. Okay, 15% assault rifle damage. Looking a little bit better. 15% LMG damage, 15% weapon handling, and heart stopper. Let's have a look. Headshot applies pulse for 5 seconds. Pulse I've already got, because I have a pulse build anyway. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies adds a stack of 1% bonus armor and plus 1% damage to pulsed enemies up to 50 stacks. 2 stacks are lost each second. Okay, so it's kind of like a striker-ish type thing, but with a pulse. That sounds a bit more appealing than what we've been given so far anyway. What's the chest plate do? Increases max stacks from the Heartstopper from 50 to 100. So the chest plate is worth having. So if you're gonna do this new gear brand set, I would definitely go with the chest plate. But if it adds a stack of bonus armor, I would be leaning towards an all-red build with it, because bonus armor, obviously the harder you hit, you're hitting your enemy quicker, you're getting more bonus armor, but would it work better with the assault rifle or with the LMG? The LMG, which I'm using at the minute, is very, very good, but would it hit harder with an assault rifle? I don't know. Plus the 15% weapon handling, which is always good. You could use it with contractor's gloves. That's a bit more of an intriguing gear brand. Definitely. Has a lot more of a use, possibly, than the other one does. So I will definitely be fiddling about with that when I get the right gear pieces for it. I'm thinking all red for that. All red, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, building your stacks up, bonus armor. Each, it's kind of like a striker, so each one that you hit, you're stacking bonus armor, but you're also stacking damage. That has potential. I won't lie to you, that has potential. Right, let's go to DCD. Let's finish this manhunt. But that might be the saving grace of this update, that set. But it is only one gear brand set. Is it going to change the dynamic of the game? I don't know. Right, do I have to toggle this to put it? I'm not sure if I do. Target found, bounty available, DCD. Do I have to toggle this?
Incoming backup request.
It doesn't give me the option to. Okay, let's just do it and see if it is right. But it says do DCD.
Looks like they're coming from the DCD complex. Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
I don't just want to run through and do it though and waste it if it's not right. But it says DCD headquarters. Okay, we'll just run through and do it and see, but usually these types of missions you have to toggle them so they're yellow, but that's how it was in past anyway, but I don't know, could be wrong. Don't think so. I am enjoying using this LMG though, not gonna lie to you. Ow.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
There is harder hitting builds, don't get me wrong, but it still hits pretty decently.
See if you can hook Isaac into that terminal and get us some
This way a
intel.
bit straight up. I've got harder hitting builds, like my pulse build does hit harder than it, but for an LMG, what's that, dude? I want to make a pistol build around it. I want to run for the perfect spotter. See, ideas there, mate. Ideas. That's a really good idea. The way to run it. I personally wouldn't run it that way because you know me. I can't run that type of build, but that build would work for you definitely. Because you're that type of player anyway. I'm thinking running my Night Watcher's mask with it still, because it says to pulse enemies. And if I can get that pulse back a lot quicker, which as you know with my pulse build, every 8 seconds I pulse, if I can keep those pulsed enemies, I'm always going to do damage to each target, not just the one that I'm shooting at, if you know what I mean. Like all the targets will be pulsed. So I'm thinking about using the Night Watchers with it, going all red, using Coyote Mask with it, possibly. do like this LMG.
Looks like the best way to take the lab offline is the decontamination protocol.
That's just a fancy way of saying everything.
Certainly,
Not detecting the gas
certainly
meters
something
in
we
the
could play around with, eh?
They must have a simple line.
Kind of reminds me of like a striker build, but obviously if it's giving you bonus armor, then the plus bonus of that is the more reds you have,
That should give the decon protocol enough
you'll
gas to run.
have harder hitting weapon with bonus armor, which to me just makes more sense. Hit some pretty decent numbers this LMG. But his LMG hits harder, obviously. Just as I was getting it off, he stands up, one hit, bang. Of course he does. And he's a red bar. He's going to do the same thing. No, I got it off. And he's one shot and he runs off, of course he does. I need my memento stack, that's what I need. Even with the unhinged talent on, it's still a very, very stable gun. I'm not struggling to hit my target. It would be very good, this build, with negotiators. This gun, should I say. This LMG with negotiators. That's where the potential in it could be. I'm poisoned now.
Vital signs critical.
Red bars. I'm sure they've made them stronger. Always a red bar.
The decontamination protocol can be initiated from a panel in the lab above you. Stay
Yeah, that
put once you
sounds
pull the
good.
trigger
This
and you should be
update
safe.
is
Top floor. You can't miss it. It's right in the middle of the
Build
lab.
with- It's not my style. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's not your style, E. It's an adaptable play style for you. Absolutely, you could adapt to it, no problem. For me, I think that new gear brand could certainly be a new style of spotter build, which you know with my spotter build, I really enjoy that build anyway. So it could be potentially a good one for me. But again, I keep asking myself, is it enough to keep people interested? I am second guessing whether I think it's got potential to be the
I guess you could call that
replayable. That's the question I'm asking myself. Are people going to keep playing it? Yeah, it's all fresh and new for now, and everyone's playing it, everyone's enjoying it. But in 2 weeks, is that going to be the case? Not convinced. Is it just going to be straight back to the grind? You know, we waited so long for this update. We wanted something that was going to bring everybody back and make everybody play the game again. But to me, it doesn't feel like this is the answer. It's a patch for now, a temporary patch to keep people tied over. But is it a permanent fix? Not convinced, brother. Not convinced. Not convinced. I'm hoping that when I get to the end, I'm going to come across this this bounty anyway. But it said just do DCD. I thought I had to toggle the mission really and change it to the yellow mission, but Just said do DCD, so that's what I'm doing.
It could be anywhere. They ran away from the enemy.
I'll tell you what, this gun's good though. This LMG's good. Feels a little bit quicker than 750 RPM as well, I've got to say. Feels like it's firing about 800, about 825 maybe. With the unhinged as well, it seems to be hitting that slightly bit harder. I'll grab my stacks. Give me a red bar.
Save them.
The outcasts are using blood from an asymptomatic carrier. Someone who's infected but doesn't show symptoms.
What's that?
If I'm right, they're weaponizing green poison
Ban
and
in
turning
the
it loose on the
house.
city.
Yep, Dan, I was.
Destroy anything that might be contaminated.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I was literally on for 20 minutes, dude. I was just seeing that cutscene at the start and a little bit, and then I was that tired I had to go off, so I thought I'd jump on today and really dissect it and analyse it and everything. But welcome, Ban. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. I don't know, I feel like after 2 weeks we might go back to how we were. I need to file the builds and replayable missions. I should have added new raid. Yeah, I can't agree more with you, E. For me, they should have added a new raid. Yes, they've added this countdown, which looks like a mini raid, but I think they should have added a new one. One of the main things about this game is people love raiding, and I genuinely feel they should have added a new raid, even if it was a shorter one like Dark Hours is compared to Iron Horse. It's much shorter. I'd have much preferred a shorter raid, a full raid, than I haven't done this countdown, so I can't have an opinion on it because I haven't played it. But once I've done it, I will then analyse whether that's going to be the fix for it. But you still need 8 players to do it. You can start it without 8 players, but if they're allowing you to have 8 players, then you probably need 8 players. So we'll see. I'm not 100% convinced. I'm really not. Look, this LMG really does strip. They keep shooting. Seems to keep going. Once you've got your stacks for your damage.
Emmeline's the head of the outcasts.
It does
If
do
she's an
that.
asymptomatic carrier, they've got an endless supply of the virus to play with.
Agent, your route out is going to take you into the DCD research library.
Hey, while you're in there, do me a favor. Recover everything you can on broad-spectrum antivirals.
We're coming towards the end of DCD now, I think. As far as I can remember, I haven't done this mission for a while, to be fair. I think it's coming towards the end of it now, anyway. I hope the bounty's at the end of this, anyway. I'll be a bit annoyed if it's not, because it doesn't say anything about toggling it or anything. I would go down and get all those stacks, but a bit wasted time. Another level up. No, we don't. Yeah, we can get our steps.
The DCD's data analysis lab is just ahead. See what data you can grab for Kelso.
What's that, dude? Yeah, a new raid would have kept players and grippers to learn different. Yeah, I can't agree more with you. I just think that if you ask yourself what's the biggest thing to do or what's the main thing to do, everybody loves delving into a raid. If you're a Division player, you love raiding, and for them not to even consider adding a new raid just makes zero sense. I get it, they've added this camp down which looks like a sort of mini raid thing, but I am intrigued to try it, and I do want to give it a go. I'm going to, you know, analyse it and certainly have a good look while we're in there and see what's what with it. But I've just got a feeling it's not going to be enough. And I hate to say it, but it does look like this could be the last patch for Division, unfortunately, where people are interested anyway. And it is a sad thing to say because it's come such a long way, and it has been a very good game. I've really enjoyed Division my entire day one since Division 1, you know, and day 1 Division 2. I have enjoyed it. It's just a real shame for the game, really. But if they do want to save it, in my opinion, it needs another raid, 100%.
Depth transfer completed.
I'm hoping that Kemp Down is going to be everything and more. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I'm judging it too quickly. I'm going to play Kemp Down and be like, wow, this is the new game thing to try, and this is the new challenge, and this is what you need to do. I'm hoping that is the case. Really am.
Thanks for getting me that data to play with.
Hostiles are moving to your position. Suggest an egress through the courtyard to avoid getting boxed in.
Here they come. Be careful.
I really hope that the boss is going to spawn out at some point here. Spawn out at the end, maybe. Let's do it again. Wow, he stripped me a lot quicker than I stripped him.
Agent incapacitated.
Them LMG guys are so overpowered. They were overpowered before, but I think they've slightly buffed them now. Because LMGs have received a buff. He stripped me down real quick then, and I had bonus armor as well. Where did you come from? Get hit in the back. Didn't even lock on to anyone. That's the only problem with them fireflies. They catch anything or you don't lock on properly, you just waste it. See how quick we can strip the boss down. So I can get a decent angle to shoot at him. Or her. I'm not shooting you. The hell? You guys see that? Again, the little things. Where are you getting hit from? Oh. Where the hell do I go? Oh.
That's what the division did to us.
There we go. Okay, we've done DCD now. Is there anything else to do? Can we get a bounty to hunt him down now, or...? What's that dude? Either a new raid or adding Survival 2.0, because that game mode was... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 100%, mate. Oh, that's the new gun. Okay. So I've heard about this. Somebody posted this on one of the Facebook groups, the King Beaker. Okay. Perfect flatline. Amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. After 2 kills, amplifies pulse to the next enemy you hit. Now that will go nice with my spotter build. Okay, so that's the next weapon we're going to try. That's the next weapon we're going to try. Okay.
Agent in need of backup.
Right, well, we've tried the GR9. I've got to say, I'm quite impressed with it as an LMG. There is harder hitting guns out there. See, that's the right rolls, but it's not going to be useful. I'd have kept that if it was the right rolls, but not the right rolls. So this is I presume you can craft both of these pieces, which I think you can. So I'll end up, when I do the gear brand set, I'll end up farming it myself and farming it properly, because I want blues at the top and reds at the bottom, and they're just not going to do for me. Unless it's perfect, I won't pick it up. That's my rule. So the GR9, quite impressed with it. Decent gun, plenty of ammo, hits pretty hard. I'd advise it to any LMG fans. Give it a go, 100%. So obviously the build I use it with, I normally use the new Reliable, which has a little bit less RPM. If I ask myself, does the GR9 compare with the new Reliable? Probably not, because the new Reliable is a very, very hard-hitting gun, as you can see, 143k, so the difference between the two is 35k damage. What's that, dude? Hey, Danny, great stream. I'm going to head off to bed. No worries, E. Thank you for popping in, brother. Love you, bye. Take care, my main man, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, mate. Love you, bye. If you compare the new Reliable to the GR9, yes, the RPM makes up for it, the magazine makes up for it, but 35k damage, there's no comparison for me, so I'll strip that gun down. I will get rid of it. I've got the blueprint for it, so I'm going to move on to the next gun and use my pulse build with this new AK and try that. So I'm going to deconstruct the rest of the ones. I'm going to switch back to my pulse assault rifle build. Now, if you haven't seen my pulse assault rifle build, it is on my channel, guys. Go to my channel and check out this build explained in detail of how it works properly, and it is, in my opinion, one of the best assault rifle builds you can use, and you will understand why when I use this new gun, because with this new gun, it has the perfect talent on it that works exactly how this build works. I get 20% amplified damage to pulsed enemies, which is actually doing more than my Carbine 7, because with my Carbine 7, I get 15% weapon damage, but then it's doubled to 30. But I don't get that 30 all the time. Whereas with this one, it's just a pulsed enemy, so I get 20%, and then after 2, it amplifies hit to your next enemy you hit. So, let's have a look where we are statistic-wise, 50. So, I just need to change 1 critical hit chance, or 2 critical hit chances to take it to 60, which will do these 2. We'll put the crit damage mod on the front, and we'll go with the 20 rounds, and then we'll leave it with no skin so we know we're testing it. And then that should be 60 and 188, which is where my numbers are usually at with the pulse build. So, what do I have to do for the manhunt now? See, I've just done DCD. Oh, this new manhunt is... Did I have to do it to redo it? Because there's no way to toggle it. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you've done this and I'm doing something wrong. DCD headquarters. I'm at DCD headquarters, but I can't toggle the mission. Because if you could toggle it, it would say toggle mission at the bottom. And I've just done the mission. Let me know in the chat, guys, if any of you done this and I'm doing something wrong, because I'm not sure what I've done wrong here. That's why, because it's down as a bounty. Oh, this game does love to test my patience. Right, so have I activated that now, is it right? Target acquired. Do you just go and do the mission now, is that it? Is that how it's done?
Looks like they're coming from the DCD complex. Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
I'm still confused if that's right. Difficulty on normal. Why is this? Why is it confusing? Don't understand what's going on here, guys. Do I have to do it on normal? Is that what it's telling me? That'll be a bit crap if it is, because I'll go through that with a pistol. Right, let me step away from it. Because it's not coming up as active to me. Target acquired. Right. Now it's loading me in. Is that right? Is it because I was stood next to it? Is that why? Yeah. Right. Now we've sorted it and we got past that headache. I am using this new AK, guys. So, what was the talent called for it again? Perfect flatline. Amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. After 2 kills, amplifies your next hit. Well, I'm not started off very well there, have
Major Castillo is a death
goaded me.
People like that can be unpredictable.
Good night.
Be careful, Agent.
Taking too much fire.
Push this way to the purples instead of that way to the yellows. Take these out first.
Better fall back.
818 crit, man. I weren't even looking then. There we go.
Serious trauma detected.
Been caught out at the start here. Ooh. A mill to the head then. Hit in the back.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
And again, another one of the LMG guys lied down.
Serious trauma
I ran out of
detected.
medkits now, that's not good. I've got one on either side. There we go. Quite liking this gun for now, quite liking it for now. Need some medkits. Yeah, there you go. No medkits anywhere. No, no medkits.
Deploying turret! We got ourselves an agent! Somebody get this down!
I'm not gonna lie, it hits pretty hard.
No!
That was a 910k crit then. I hit him with. Okay,
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent
always
down.
a turret. Always a turret. It would help if I had any medkits. No, he's set one up. Come on, get out to there.
They're coming right at me! Need an attack!
A mill crit then. I saw that one. Not gonna lie, it hits pretty hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Behind you, where are you?
Serious trauma detected.
All waiting for me down here, are they? Can see you all waiting for me.
Rogue striker drone detected.
come to me, boys. Not a problem. Not a problem. You come to me. This AK hits hard. It would be good with the contractor's glove just to take down the armour twice as quick. It works well with my pulse build.
Vital signs critical.
But because my pulse build doesn't have any damage to armour, that's why we're struggling with these ones. No problem. Those LMG guys, to get through that armour, I think you'd need the contractor's gloves with it. These guys, not a problem. Get through these quite well. I think to get the most potential out of it, you need contractors for the damage to armour. I think it'd make a difference. It hits pretty hard. It would help if I had any medkit. There's a medkit there, but I don't think I'll get to it. I'll have to go for it. So just stripping down that a little bit quicker. If I had contractors, they wouldn't have stood a chance. Get it. Enjoying this gun though, definitely. The AK hits a lot harder than the LMG, but that LMG was so accurate. I think if it had any higher damage, it probably would be overpowered that, but is it the strongest LMG? I do think the new reliable hits harder than that. But as a assault rifle, the King gun, it does have the hitting power. I'm gonna get him before I get him. He's not. His mate will.
Agent incapacitated.
His mate will. That hurt. That's gonna kill
Immediate
me.
medical assistance needed.
Knew it. As soon as I was on fire though, knew it. And now I'm gonna have to reactivate that bounty. Right. Let me think of another way to use that gun. Because saying that, we didn't get the best start at the start of that mission, did we?
He's at DCD headquarters. Proceed with caution.
We were analysing the gun at the start of it, and I lost 2 medkits straight away at the start. If I had any medkits going through that, I'd have been fine, but I might just run through it with Hunter's Fury just to get it done. But that gun is pretty decent. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me go back to the base of operations and put that to the test. I'm gonna put. Do I put damage to target set of cover? Do I put damage to armor? I think the damage to armor will be more useful with the LMG guys, especially because obviously the True Sons, they have a bit more armor. Or would the crit damage do it? I'll try the damage to armor, and I'll go with what my head's telling me. Because my head's telling me the damage to armor will work that little bit better. Yeah, just contemplating in my head how it would work. how it's going to work a little bit better. So let's move away again and restart the bounty. So yeah, if you're not sure how to do this bit, guys, as I wasn't sure, step away from it, activate the bounty, and then it should drag you into it. Like that. That's how you know you're into it. I ran DCD just for the hell of it, because I thought it'd spawn at the end, but it's actually a bounty in the mission. So don't be fooled and run it like I did. Right. Let's not mess this start bit up and waste 2 or 3 medkits at the start.
I'm taking away too much fire! We need that support.
Major Theo is a desperate man. People like that can be unpredictable. Be careful, Agent.
Yeah, the numbers seem to be that little bit cleaner now with that damage to armor. Seems to be stripping them down that little bit quicker. So whether I'm landing my shots a bit cleaner or...
Watch your fire! How are you still moving?
Test it now with the talent with the extra critical hit damage from the pistol. Perfect finisher.
Through you, Agent! Great spot for a turret.
Much better of a start on this one. Welcome guys, if you just joined the stream, welcome. Say hello in the chat. Don't be shy, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Always putting out as much Division content as I can for you. And certainly getting to grips with a couple of the new guns and getting a feel for the new update, but still questions have to be asked. I'm not one of these that just says, oh yeah, you know, it's the saviour, it's the best game and come back and all that. I'm not about that. I will give it to you in detail, give you a full description why. I am enjoying using this new AK. It's pretty hard. Alright, come on, I'm looking at gear, pal. Take it easy. Put that up again. Such a disappointment that run. Using the basic gun now, it just doesn't have that hitting power like it used to. I don't know what is hitting me, but it is stupidly hard. And it can't be that LMG guy, because I was hitting him as he was hitting me. You over there. Serious armor detected. No medkit. Yeah, that fire's gonna kill me now. Oh, thought I was on fire, but I'm not, thankfully. Don't move. I need that med kit right though. Now he's trying to sneak up. Come on. They're always trying to sneak round you. Get this off. They're just all focus fires. This is the part of the vision that's annoying when there's so many of them in the room and they're all live down targeting you.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Especially these LMG guys. It's all targeting you. There's nothing you can do. If you pop your head up and you just get hit straight away.
Agent killed.
I'm gonna have to switch builds, guys. It's not working. It's a good gun, but it's just not working. Especially in that room. I've done that room twice now, and it's just not working. We need something a bit more, direct.
Supply on foot in proximity.
It is a good gun, that King Beaker or whatever it's called. It's a decent gun. It hits pretty hard, but I'd say for close quarters like that, that's not where the potential in the gun. For the raids, it could be a good gun, but right now for this mission, it's just not the right one. Yeah, well, I'll use my negotiators. I'll use my negotiators. Activate it again. Third time lucky. Yeah, right now for what we need in this mission, it's just not doing. It's not doing the business. A decent gun, don't get me wrong, it hits pretty hard, but to get me through this mission, I need multiple hit targets to get them down quicker because they're just all sat there focusing me, and it's not the right build for what I need right now. I need that kind of power.
Major Castillo is a desperate man. People like that can be unpredictable. Be careful, Agent.
Saying that, I'm not doing much better now, am I? Say I need that kind of power, I'm just getting focus from every different angle. Get behind here, should be good. They can't focus me from 10 different angles behind here.
Immediate medical assistance
Rocket.
needed.
Those LMG guys are just stupidly overpowered, but now I've tagged him up. This is where negotiators kicks in now, because I can move away from him and focus on the target. Where's that one with rocket launcher gone? Then when I go back to this guy, he's already half weak because of the negotiators. That's what you need in a mission like this. Focus one, focus another, focus the third. Now I've got all three tagged up. So much more effective, especially in PvE. Targeting multiple different targets. And then just focus one. Right. Now we're a bit more equipped on what we're doing. Let's get this done. Find out how the bounty ends. False habit, that shooting that.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Yeah, I'll let the striker drone. What was that? Much more efficient. I've always said, mate, SMGs are the go-to on this game for me. Much more comfortable with an SMG. Come on, get up off the floor. Oh, that rocket nearly hit me. Come closer. Yeah, get it down. Oh, you with them rockets. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Right now.
Finally. Thought we were never going to get past that room then, guys. Jesus. Yeah, that AK was good, and it hit hard, but for a mission like this, where it's close contact all the time, and you've got a lot of targets, you're much better off going with something more direct. I would have to reload right at that point, and then they would spawn out right in front of me. Does everything it can just to get you all the time. Now I'm poisoned.
Watch your flank!
Yeah, my shotgun hits harder than yours, Paul.
Vital signs critical.
You better run!
Probably should have just run here and pressed the button anyway, but never mind. Never mind. feel like I've done this mission 6 times over now. I really do. That was one extra one.
Serious trauma detected.
Oh, round. Thank you.
Want to see what I can do? How the hell did he get up?
Strip
Agent out of
again.
action.
In front, behind, upside down. They just do anything they can to get behind you or get the angle on you. It's clever, don't get me wrong, but it's just annoying. So annoying.
Agent vital signs 0.
Oh. It's testing my patience today, this mission. It's really, really testing my patience today. I think I'm just going to have to use a skill build, guys, and be done with it. Spawning in behind me, shooting me in the back. It's just Division in a nutshell. It doesn't have to. This is one of the reasons why I took my break away from it, because when it's the same thing over and over, and you've got to do missions and do stuff like that, and that's all that's happening, you're getting them spawning in behind you, they're flanking behind you, they just run, and you can't stop them. Even though you're shooting them in the face, you can't stop them running behind you. As soon as they get the angle on you, they know they've got you. That's it. It's one of the reasons I've always said Division is a game you have to be played with mates, because if you don't have anyone to play with, it gets old, and it gets old quick. Like, I've done this 3 times now and used different builds, and it's getting to the point where it's like, and it just frustrates you. So you definitely need people to play with. But this new gear brand looks like it could be useful. Definitely. I will farm my own ones because I want to kind of do it. Thinking all in red. Might do an all red build with it.
Major Castillo is a
And do it
desperate
that
man.
way. But I certainly
People like
want
that
to
can be unpredictable.
delve
Be
into
careful,
that build
Agent.
and check it out. Right, what am I going to use to do this, because it's frustrated me now. I'm going to use my True Patriot build, that's what I'm going to use. True Patriot for the win. I don't particularly like using blue builds. Wow.
Agent vital signs 0.
Oh. Even with 1.8 million armor, they still find a way just to get you down. This mission is really testing my patience now. I think I'm going to have to do it the old school way. I'm going to have to do it the old school way. Just let my skills do the work, sit back, and keep throwing seeker balls out, because it's really starting to annoy me now. Tried it with the pulse build, didn't work. Tried it with negotiators, they still found a way around it. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. See, I ran through normal DCD headquarters, not a problem. As soon as I've changed it to this, it's nothing but trouble. It's like they make the NPCs hit that hard, or that little bit harder, because it's a bounty or it's a manhunt. I've always said within the manhunt, I'm sure they hit a lot harder than what they're supposed to.
People like that can be unpredictable.
I'm sure they do. Because every time I've done a manhunt, I'm like, they're hitting hard today. They're hitting hard today. And you can feel the difference in your armour. You know, I know with my armour, because I'm always very careful with my armour, because obviously I don't run a lot of blues, so I'm very, very careful with my armour. And I know how many shots I can take before my armour cracks. But every time I've done a manhunt, it's like, your armour cracks twice as fast. And you think to yourself, that's not right, that. I'm sure they buffed the NPCs by like 10% or something, just to make them hit that little bit harder. Keep you on your toes. They must do. As soon as I jump over, he pops his head up and starts hitting me. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way, guys. Just have to sit back and let the skills do the work, even though they're just sat behind cover hiding, and my turret's just pointing at him waiting. It's bad when it comes to this and you got to sit back and do it because they're hitting that hard. You can't push them or anything. Like I said, I'm a run and gunner, and when I keep going down like that, I know it's time to switch the build up because they're just hitting that hard. It's pointless. But it does make you laugh and think, the skill build can take them out this much quicker. Why not use the skill build more often? Well, I don't mind using skill builds. I'm quite a big skill build fan, but I much prefer to be running and gunning. It's more enjoyable gameplay for me. Sitting behind cover and let the skills do the work is just not enjoyable for me. It's just a way to get through it. You know what I mean? Getting a lot of God Roll Foundry Bulwark stuff. It's nice that they've started to add that Foundry Bulwark decent drop gear so that if people haven't done their regulars, they can get it done. It's nice of them to actually grant something like that. They don't usually favour Division players like that. You have to do the endless grind for it. I don't know why this striker zone just keeps sitting there. Every time I come through it's just that there. Where's it come from? Well, let's get that up straight away. Let's fire that out. It's bad when skills can take them out a lot quicker than what you can shooting at them. All out there. Oops, didn't need to do that. That's a move position now, I've done it anyway. Come on, give him that turret back.
Serious trauma detected.
You're wasting your time.
It would help if we stopped running around uncontrollably.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Poison's gonna kill me. See, they just find a way
Signs, 0.
all the time. I don't believe that. They just seem to find a way to get you down. All the time, doesn't matter what build you use. I went to that cover, and as soon as I went on that cover, he shot that poison thing instantly. He knew that it was going to kill me. No words. No words. See, this is the part of Division where I just want to turn it off now, because it's just boring. I've done this mission 6 times now. And every time I've tried a different method or a different build, and every time they find a way to get you. Every time. And it does it on purpose. It's like it just does it just so you have to keep playing, or just to annoy you that little bit extra. And it's not like you're not taking them out quick enough, or, you know, it's just because the game just wants to be an arse for you. Simple. I've had to resort now to using Hunter's Fury, Intimidate, and rushing up as quick as I can, and it's still killing me.
Vital signs critical.
Still getting rushed in the back. Still getting shot from every angle. It's always the case. This is why I said it's not a single player game Division. You've got to have backup. If you haven't got backup, you're just going to struggle, because they only have one target. All of the ones that I'm up against now, they only have one target, which is me. I've got 7, 8, 9, 10 multiple targets all shooting at me, which I have to, you know, take out quick enough, or make sure they haven't got the angle on me, or you've got to have backup on Division. It's the must. Without teammates, without backup, you're just going to get focused all the time. It's kind of like being in the DZ. If you go into the DZ solo, or just 2 of you, you're always going to be outdone by a 4-man team, because there's just too many of them. And it's the same in PvE. If you're solo, it's much harder to complete missions solo than it is anything else, because it's so much more of a task. Because they've, look, that's 2 of them, there's 3 up there. There's just so many of them, and they're only shooting at one target, whereas then I'm shooting at 6, 7, 8, 10 different targets, which makes it so much more difficult. And they all hit tremendously hard, and when their power is all put together, no matter how much power you have, you're never going to win. Gotta wait for them to get closer now, you see, because if I pop my head up and start shooting, I get clipped from 3 different angles. And then grenades get thrown at you, you're on fire, you can't shoot properly, you're gonna shoot the poison, get shot in the back. Two of them though. 2 LMG guys just constantly shooting. Where am I getting hit from now? Another LMG guy lied down who's shooting me. No med kits whatsoever.
How did you let them?
Where's the last guy? Sprays me from out of nowhere and takes my entire armour.
Get away from me!
Hopefully, this will be the run where we complete it, because I'm just getting bored now. There's been the unfortunate story of Division 2. It's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat all the time. There's nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing to get you off your seat, nothing to really grind at, you know, because the grind's already been done that much that you're just that bored of it that it's the same. Like DCD, I must have done this mission. I've lost count how many times I've done this mission. And yet I'm running it again because that's where they put the bounty, because they've got no other ideas what to do. Come on, let's get this mission bloody finished. Bored now.
turret.
Serious trauma detected.
Target's moving around us. Get out of there. We lost one.
Stop yourself.
End of the line.
Vital signs critical.
Turret's gonna get me down.
Agent down.
Knew it. As soon as I'd pulsed him, I thought his turret's gonna shoot me in the back straight away, and he was just stood over me shooting me.
This is bullcrap.
They always seem to find a way to get you down. It doesn't matter what strategy you use or where you go, they just find a way to get you down to the NPCs. Look, I'm rushing this one. Where did he come from? Where did he come from? 3 of them. I get hit in the back.
Incapacitating target.
I just cleared out that side.
Immediate
But
medical
yeah,
assistance needed.
how many more of them is there? It's like they just spawn out of nowhere. I need that medkit.
Don't bother coming back.
Finally. Yeah, people wonder why people have, well, Division wonder why players have give up with this game. Simple things. Gone the wrong way? No. Thought I'd gone the wrong way then.
Over here. I don't remember.
Come on, put me down.
Another hit and I'm screwed.
I wish I had more bullets in this gun.
I know the drill. You're fighting me when you should be fighting them. You have no idea what's really going on.
Oh, there he is.
He's delusional.
There's the bouncer. There goes the bouncer. There's the move.
Major Castillo. Status. Deceased.
Come on.
Castillo is consumed by his grief. He's with his family now, if that's any comfort.
Vital signs critical. Agent out of action.
Taste this.
Well, don't run away now. Now you know you're losing. You were all for it when you were winning a second ago. You're not winning now.
Major Castillo was in pain, but that doesn't mean he was allowed
There you go,
to pass
finally.
that pain on to other people. Your son's
After 6
exploited his
attempts,
grief
guys, we've
and
done
used
it.
his story to people to their cause. Thank you for helping him rest in peace. I hate this part of the job. I just wanted to let you know I finished decrypting a LAO file. Meet me in the basement so I can show you what we found.
Oh, okay. So, Kelso has got some more information for us. So it wasn't the full mission. Right, okay, so that's not too bad. Wasn't the full mission, it was only part of it. Well, it certainly tested my patience doing that, believe me. I do want to test out that gear though. I'll certainly put something together in the next day or two, guys, and test that gear out 100%. New Heartbeaker gear. I'll certainly test that out. Okay, let's go and see what Agent Kelso wants, shall we? She said she's got a bit more information or something for us. Not like it'll be anything interesting, I wouldn't have thought, but we'll give it a look. Swap back to my assault rifle build out. Meet Agent Kelso at the White House. Okay. What have you got for us, Miss Kelso?
I hear your boy Schaefer's having trouble handling some former subordinates of mine.
Schaefer isn't the problem, Cal.
Does he have trouble taking orders from a woman?
Not at all. He's oddly one of the good ones. He has never questioned my authority. Your agents are not team players.
They were never supposed to be.
Which is fine when you need an assassin, but when you're nation rebuilding, you need to have a modicum of interpersonal skills.
Are you saying they're no longer a good fit and may have trouble staying on mission?
They're rogues, Cal. By your own definition, they are off mission.
Do you need me to send the cleanup crew?
I don't know if it has come to that yet, but we could use some additional support. Schaefer can't be everywhere at once. These agents are all over the map. DC, New York. He goes to help one and he fails the other. We need someone who is mobile, under the radar, and can gain access and assess whether or not it is worth continuing to support Agent Lau's operation.
Do you trust her, Natalia?
No. But she also hasn't given me a reason not to, other than being a rogue. But I prefer to not let labels define a person's character. She will show me who she really is in time. From what I can tell, she's loyal to a fault, dedicated, community-minded, and selfless. Those are traits that can be wonderful or a liability. It just depends on how fixed or malleable she is.
From what I remember from her assessment, she can get fixated. And I'm fairly certain her personality assessment was lawful good, which is appropriate for your organization, as long as she feels her work leans toward justice.
We're trying to save the American dream. What could be more just than that?
Okay. Use the second key. Okay, I haven't got a second key. Did I not find the second key? Or does a second key come with the next person, perhaps? I would imagine the second key will come off the next person because he dropped one key and we use that key and then it's asking for another key. So I presume the next boss or the next manhunt will drop the next key. Who knows? But first impressions, where do I stand? I'm not 100% that it's going to bring the community back. At the end of the day, it is still just another manhunt, and it's just the same missions and same bounties. I am intrigued to try the Kempdown mode, as I haven't had chance to have a go at it yet. The new weapons so far have been decent. Obviously, we've tried the new LMG, the GR9, which I would say, if you like your LMGs, certainly give it a go. We tried the new King Beaker gun, which was pretty decent. The perfect flatliner. You know, with my pulse build, it was pretty decent. It was stripping pretty hard. You've got to use it in the right way. I would say that mission I was trying to use it in, it wasn't being any good in DCD because it was just too close headquarters. Hence why I swapped to Hunter's Fury, and then we got through it. So still a fair bit to try out. Obviously, we've got the new gear to test out and see if the gear is going to be decent, and is it going to change, you know, the style of the game or the prospect of the game. Is the gear going to be good enough to start making hybrid builds with it and stuff? We'll have to see, but on my first impressions, yes, it's good to start us off with because we've got something to do. Will it keep us interested after 2 weeks? I'm not entirely sure, but we will see. So, thank you everyone for joining the stream today or this morning. If you're in the UK, if you're not, whichever time scale you're on, thank you for joining. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for the new subscribers today. Appreciate you joining the community. And we're almost at 500 now, guys, so keep hitting that thumbs up for me. Keep hitting that subscribe button. I will keep bringing the Division content to you. I will try and bring some more Division content to you over the weekend. If it's not a video with the new guns or the new gear or just my analysis of how it is, I will try and do the Kempdown mode for you. The Kempdown mode for you. If we can get to the Kempdown, if I can get all 8 people online, I will just jump on and do a quick stream, even if it's like half an hour, and I just do a quick stream just to give you guys an outlook of what it looks like. I will certainly do that. But more gear to test, and fingers crossed it will bring players back. I'm not saying it's going to, I'm saying fingers crossed it will. I'm not 100%. So, as I said, thank you very much for everyone for joining. Just wanted to get sort of first impressions on what I thought of TU15. I'm hopeful. That's all I can say. I'm hopeful. So I will try and bring some more Division content over the weekend, guys. But for now, I will leave you there. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And it's been Danilaz1989. Take care for now. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.